Yo, what's good, y'all? Your boy coming in now, come back in another video, and today I'm gonna be doing a little story time. Story time. I know I've been gone for actually. Let me see how long I've been gone. Hold on. I'm pulling it up right now. 8 days. I try to post like at least one video every week. So I'm a little late on that. My apologies. But I got a video for y'all today, and it's gonna be a story time video. Something a little different. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put some gameplay in the background. Most likely it's gonna be like Battlefield 2042 question mark, most likely. If not, then oh well, I'll correct myself when I edit. But with that being said, yeah, so it's been a very busy week for me. I had a lot of things go down. I think I'm gonna start off with my car breaking down. For those who don't know, I drive a 2011 BMW. Not nothing crazy, small little car, pretty gas efficient, you know what I'm saying, very comfortable, all black, tinted windows. I take care of my car. I take pride in my car just like I take pride in my PC. I do I was about to say welfare checks. I do like maintenance checks on it, keep it up to date, stuff like that. And one day I was driving down the highway and I noticed that, hold on, let me turn this fan on, that this big Amazon van was speeding past me. And I was like, yo, like, how was he beating me? At this point in time, I didn't know that there was something already wrong with my car. I just knew that my floor was to the, I said my floor. I knew my foot was to the floor and I wasn't going fast. So of course I lift up off the pedal and I step on it again. And I'm like, dude, like, this Amazon truck is going like 60 miles per hour. Like, why am I stuck at 45? So then my car goes, and then it like shuts down, and it said fuel pump error. So I was like, dang, or whatever. I get it towed to my nearby auto shop. Shout out to Pete. If Pete ever watches my video, I think Pete's ever gonna watch my video. He's like an old school Italian guy, but I love Pete to death. Shout out to Pete. He did change the fuel pump on my car, but he was telling me that my EKP module, which is like another part of the car, he was basically telling me that, like, hey dude, like, if this is the issue and it's not the fuel pump, you're gonna have to go to like a dealership. And I'm like, dude, like, I'm not going to like no BMW dealership. They're gonna kill me with the price. So of course he changed out the fuel pump. It needed to be replaced anyway because they need to be replaced on BMWs like every 100,000 miles or something, just for like, I don't know, like maintenance checks for BMWs or something like that. I don't know. But he changes the pump on it, and the car is sitting in the shop for the next 2 days. Now, before the car comes out the shop, I'm like, damn, dude, like, how am I going to get to work? So I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do Lyft. So I start looking at the price on Lyft, and let me tell you how this guy screwed me over. I wish I took a screenshot of his name and his face so I could put his bitch ass up here. Anyways, so I set my Lyft for the day to go to work tomorrow. Like, you can schedule Lyft and Ubers. I didn't know that. So let's pretend today is like, actually I'm gonna post this video today. Let's pretend today is Wednesday, right? But I gotta go to work tomorrow. I would schedule it for tomorrow at 7 a.m. and when I put it in there, it said it was gonna be like $12. So I was like, I like, say less. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was hyped. I was excited. I was like, yeah, $12 to work. It's not bad. I'll do that for like 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Not really gonna hurt my paycheck. The next day comes, the guy cancels on me for no apparent reason. So I'm like, all right, dang, like, what am I gonna do? So I was like, you know what? I'll just order another one. It's all right. It's whatever. I order another one. You know what the price said? The price said $45 for a 20-minute ride. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody paying for that bullshit. So then I hit up my dad. I'm like, Dad, look, like, it's $45. Like, I ain't finna go to work today. He, and like, my dad, he's like, nah, like, some money is better than no money. This, that, and third. I'm like, you right. And he was like, how much was it? And I was like, it's 45. He was like, hell nah, I'm gonna take you today, but tomorrow you're gonna have to figure out something else. So my dad takes me, he picks me up. I'm sorry, he drops me off at work. Boom, boom, boom. I'm doing my work. Half of the day goes by. My girlfriend like, yo, let's she was like, yo, for the next 2 days I can take you to work and bring you back home. For those that don't know, my girlfriend lives like 10 minutes away from me. She don't live that far. Shout out to shout out to India. I appreciate you. I love you, baby. But You know what I'm saying? She don't live that far, so she was picking me up and taking me to work for the next 2 days. That was the original plan, of course. Now, on the day that my dad took me to work, she had picked me up from work, and I was like, you know what, like I want to, like, get, like, treat her out or whatever before her, like, picking me up. I didn't have to, but, like, I just wanted to. I want to do something nice. She did something nice for me, I want to do something nice for her. That's the type of relationship that we have, and we don't keep track of, like, tabs. So with that being said, I had ordered from this restaurant, and yes, I am gonna put their location and name on here because y'all got me sick. Anyways, I ordered Mi Pueblo. Now, Mi Pueblo is a well-known restaurant in like the Charlotte area. Hold on. And then the one that I ordered from was the one on University Boulevard. I'm gonna put their address on here and everything. I do not care. Y'all getting people sick. Anyways, I'm about to get to that. So I ordered her some Mi Pueblo. We eating it. It's good. Boom, boom, boom. Literally an hour later, we about to go to sleep. My girlfriend's like, yo, can you, like, rub my stomach? I'm thinking she on some freaky time, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, all right, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll rub your little stomach, you know what I'm saying? I'll rub something else later. Maybe your feet, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking she on some of those type time. So I'm rubbing her stomach, and I'm like, yeah, like, how that feel? She's like, ooh, it hurt. And I'm like, what? Like, am I doing a bad job? I'm like, what the hell is she talking about something that hurt? And I'm like, you good? She's like, nah, I think it's that food. And I'm like, oh, shit, like, no way. So then she goes to the bathroom, she poops or whatever, doo-doos, whatever you say. We all adults here. She comes back and she's like, all right, I feel a little better. I'm like, okay, all right, good. Fast forward a couple hours later, it's like 3 a.m. at this time. She's supposed to be taking me to work in a couple hours at 7 a.m. She's supposed to be taking me to work in a couple hours at 7 a.m. She wakes up again. She said, baby, can you just please rub my stomach one more time? I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, I got you. I said, you good? She said, yeah. Like, it just, I said, oh, I said something not right. She was like, yeah, I think that food got me sick. I was like, really? She gets up, throws up. Yeah, she gets up, throws up in the bathroom, comes back, lay down in the bed for 10 minutes, gets up again, goes to the bathroom, doo-doos, and then come back in the bed. Then she gets up again, throws up, and then, like, she just keeps repeating that process like 4 times. So on the 4th iteration, it's like 340, 350, right? I'm already losing sleep. I'm like, look, if you're gonna keep getting up, I'm gonna take you to the hospital, whatever. She's like, nah, like, I can't afford it, whatever, blah, blah. Yes, you can. I was like, bro, you got insurance, right? She was like, yeah. I was like, bro, like, we both, like, work. Like, ain't no reason why you don't want to go to the hospital. Don't ever go to the hospital if you don't, like, if you're trying to be cheap. That's not gonna, no, it's not gonna work out. So I woke up, I threw on the outfit, I text my family, I said, yo, I'm taking Indy to, like, the hospital down the street or whatever. They said, all right. We get to the hospital, and she is like, she's going through it. She has a food poisoning, for those that haven't caught on yet. So she's like going through it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, like, just be easy or whatever. I got you. Like, the pain was so bad. She was like, yo, like, can I see your hand? I'm like, yeah, sure. So she grabs my hand, right? And I'm holding her hand. I'm like, yeah, like, I got you. Ah! She squeezes the fuck out of my hand. I didn't know she was that strong. Like, that's how bad the pain was. Like, she squeezed my hand so bad, my pointer finger was touching my ring finger by overlapping my middle finger. I was like, good God. So then I was like, look, baby, look, we gonna get you some medicine, some IV, boom, boom. So then the doctors come out with, like, the IV bags, and she drained one IV bag in like 10 minutes. I don't even know how that's possible. Then they took, like, some tests for her blood. All her stuff came back, like, negative for, like, diseases and everything else, crazy, COVID, all the other bullshit, right? And then I was like, yeah, like, you just had, like, a stomach bug, blah, blah, blah. Don't eat out for, like, a while. And in the midst of all this happening, the whole time while we're talking to the doctor, all I hear in the background is, I can't wait until this nigga gets to the hospital. I just can't wait, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, like what the hell, like, going on down the hallway? So, of course, me, I was being nosy, acting like I was looking for the bathroom. I walked out in the hallway, I was like, yeah, where the bathroom at, doctor? Actually, no, it was like one of the nurses. I was like, yeah, where the bathroom at, Mrs. Nurse? And she was like, "Oh, it's right here, boom, boom, boom." I was like, "I bet." I hit the little left corner, and I just stay in the left corner. That way, like, I can hear the conversation that's going on. Long story short, one of the ladies that was in the other like hospital rooms, her her boyfriend gave her an uncurable like STD, and she was going off when she got to the she was going off when he got to the little like waiting room area, or the little like private area or whatever. She was like, "I work, I cook, I clean, this, that, and the third." And she was like, "I come back from a 2-week vacation and you give me a STD?" She was like, "I'm tired of wasting my breath on you, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, yo, she's going crazy. Like, I don't know what to. Hold on, my girlfriend calling me. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I was on the STD part. So then the lady was like, she was like, "I'm tired of wasting my breath on you. For years I've been doing it, but I'm done." And then all I heard was bang, and I'm like, no. I'm like, bro, there's no way she just shot this dude in the hospital. I'm not believing that. And then I try to like go back to like the area I was with my girlfriend, and all I hear is bang, bang, and I'm like, dude, like, I know she's not shooting up the hallway. And then I go back to my little own waiting private room area, and I see the officers running to the lady, and all I hear is stop, bang, and I'm like, dude, there's no way this is happening. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have to make a police report because they're not gonna believe this shit. Long story short, she didn't end up shooting the dude, but she was like hitting him and throwing tables with like metal. She was hitting him with like metal trays and throwing metal tables and stuff, but it was like, it was loud, bro. I really thought it was like some gunshot. So then after all that happened, I was talking to my girlfriend or whatever, and I was telling her, I was like, look, like, you can't take me to work. It's okay, I'll just like take a day off. It is what it is. And she was like, nah, like, it's all good, blah, blah, blah. You could just drop me off at my house, and like, you could take my car. And I really wanted to do that, but I'm not on her insurance. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. I don't want to be responsible for somebody else's cars. I'm already responsible for the BMW and the Altima. For those that don't know, I used to drive the Altima. I still got the Altima. Ain't nothing changed about me. Got 2 cars. But I didn't want to be responsible for a 3rd car. So I was like, you know what? Just, no, it's okay. I'll just take a day off. It is what it is. My job already saw my car get towed. They gonna know that, like, there's something wrong with it. Yeah. So we drove from the hospital to her house. Car stayed at her house, and I dropped her off, and then I just waited a little bit, talked to her father, and then my dad came pick me up, and then, like, it was just like, little wholesome little moment, you know what I'm saying? And then the next day, they like, yeah, Pete, like, yeah, I fixed the BMW, I changed the fuel pump, blah, 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 pay me that $700. I'm like, good God. I said, all right. I said, Pete, you sure this is the issue? He was like, look, man, if it's not this, it's going to be the EKP, but no other mechanic in North Carolina is going to do it. Which is true. No other mechanic in North Carolina is going to do it unless they're a dealership or they specialize in BMWs. That's a fact. So I said, okay, all right, it is what it is. Boom. Paid the man. I'm driving BMW for 2 days. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm literally on the phone with somebody. I'm like, yeah, man, like, I'm happy to have my car back, blah, blah, blah. And then all I heard was, and then the car, like, cuts off again. Fuel pump error, sitting on the side of the highway. I'm like, bro, this is not happening. So then I took it to a place that specializes in BMWs. They're actually recommended by like BMW Motors or whatever the shit is called for like North Carolina. It was recommended by them. They was like, go there if you can't like drive all the way to our location. And I was like, all right, say less. So I took my car over there. Long story short, it was the EKP module, whatever the hell that is. And then I've been driving ever since. I've been driving the car for like the past couple of like 3-4 days, which is good. Nothing else gonna be wrong with it. No check engine light, nothing like that. Car runs perfectly fine. So that's all that's like been happening with me the past week. But with that being said, I'm excited to like post some more content. I don't know when I'm gonna finish the Expanse. I'm trying to play it again, but the game is so goddamn boring. I need some motivation from y'all, or like 8 energy drinks. The game is so goddamn boring. But with that being said, I might just happy to be back, post some content. I actually had a Fire Battlefield 2042 video originally for y'all. That shit did not go planned. I literally exported the video, uploaded it to YouTube, thinking everything was gonna be fine. I put the thumbnail up and everything. I was like, yo, like this video gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? It's the free to play weekend. Some people gonna be like, you know, gonna want to look it up on YouTube. Dude, the video was all white when it was done, like, you know, uploading on YouTube. So I went back to Adobe Premiere Pro, and I was like, all right, like, you know, I'll just fix it or whatever, see what's wrong with it. I went back to Adobe Premiere Pro, and the file was red because it couldn't find the original file for like the project. And I'm like, huh? Like, why? And then I realized I had accidentally mass deleted all my projects, because those that don't know, when you video preview things on Adobe Premiere Pro, they automatically save to your, like, you know, your computer. So I only had like 20 gigabytes left out of a whole terabyte hard drive that I haven't like used. So I had mass deleted everything thinking I would be good, and then yep, the video was gone. I couldn't edit it, and I was like, damn, dude, like, fuck. So I said, you know what, fuck it, it is what it is. I'm posting another video, whatever, like, you know, I had the motivation to do it. And today I just had the motivation to do it. I wanted to play the game today, but I was like, you know what, I just want to talk to you all guys, like, you know what I'm saying, see what y'all doing. But anyways, that's what's been going on with me. I know it's probably gonna be like a long ass video, but I like doing story times. I really do. I'm telling you, I got stories for days. I got work stories, military stories, high school stories, late night stories, girl story. Listen, man, I got stories for days. If y'all want to know any stories or whatever, or any questions, man, just ask me down in the comments. It is what it is. I'm an open book. But with that being said, man, hit that like, share, subscribe button, and I appreciate y'all so much, man. I really do. And I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Over 99 out.